Einen wunderschönen guten Tag, meine Damen und Herren. Herzlich willkommen zu unserem Gespräch. Wie Sie wissen, es ist nie zu spät zu lernen. Wir als Lehrer müssen immer gut auf höchster Ebene lehren. Das ist sehr, sehr wichtig in unserem Leben. Wir müssen unsere Kinder sehr gut ausbilden. Das ist unsere Zukunft. Das ist eine große Zukunft. Dear ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, welcome to our presentation. We decided to speak as first a little in German and then in English. One more time, welcome to our presentation. We want to present to you today very, very important motivation. This is motivation to study. It's a very, very important motivation of our life. It's, as I said, very, very important. If you can do it, you can do it. And we are, our team, we are sure that you can do. And we know sometimes you are a little bit tired as a teacher during the lessons or after the lessons, but have always motivation to teach and to study, because our children, our students can see, can read from us. So, comment. Next speaker, please.
Now our group is going to present it, how to describe or how to design tasks. Especially we pay a lot attention to listening tasks and reading tasks. And we try to make some differences. Usually tasks are given in traditional ways, but now we added some new masters or tips. The first one we called it as a listening tips. And listening tasks, there are 3 steps, as you know: prayer, while, and pause. And we think it would be much better if we use some listening tips. For example, in prayer tasks, we should give some tips to students. What students should pay more attention while doing prayer tasks? Or we should inform students about common mistakes in doing listening tasks. Usually we don't inform them about these common mistakes, and they do. They exactly do that mistakes, because it is, how can I say, they are confusing mistakes or confusing informations. That's why we should give common mistakes beforehand, in advance, before starting the task doing. And the next one is reading notes. As when students start doing reading tests, we should give them some reading notes. And I think when they make some mistakes, we shouldn't show them or indicate them, here is your mistake. It would be better if you paid more attention in this, how can I say, aspect. Just we shouldn't do it. We should encourage students, even if they make some mistakes. For example, if they make a mistake, we should say, making a mistake is not a problem. Simply, you are learning faster. That's why you are making a mistake. And from this verse, I think students get encouraged. For example, in prayer reading, in prayer listening, we can make some tasks. The first one is read the question and give your opinion about the task or about the questions. And students read and try to guess about what will be the listening task. For example, the next one is, what is failure for you in studying? I think it also helps students to think or to speculate over that theme and he knows about what will be the speaking or how to overcome depression. Now we made our thing about motivation to study, and I think it would be much better to use this kind of questions during prayer listening tasks. And when we come to task 2, we should give an exact task for students to do with recording or with listening. For example, listen to the recording and find at least 3 related words which are related to failure and to success. I think it's also a very good way to use them as a task. And now I want you to look and to listen very carefully. Here we made a listening, and we'll do some exercises according to them.
So here you should write at least 3 words according to the failure and success. At least 3 words.
Yes. I think. Did you try that again?